It's giving Black Barbie.
Still got love for your mommy. I know you wanna be somebody, even if you gotta leave somebody. It's something, it's something.
Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. Today's video is my fall foundation routine. In this video, I showed y'all how I highlight and contour, and I also use a foundation that I've never used before. I basically just showed y'all all the steps that I take in the cooler months to get a full coverage face. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe to my channel. Alright, that's enough talking. Let's get started. Okay, so I'm starting with my face already clean. I did my skincare. I did my eyebrows and I just put on some eyeshadow and some eyelashes. That's not what we're focusing on, so first I'm going to start with primer. I like to use the Dermablend Insta-Grip Jelly Primer. I also like to use the NARS Pore and Shine Control Primer. I feel like when I find products that I like to mix them together, use them with other products, see what they work well with, because different products do different things. And I don't use a lot. I use very little of both primers. I like the Dermablend primer because it's sticky, so product sticks to it really well. So no matter what primer, no matter what foundation I use, I always use the same two concealers to color correct, and those are my LA Girl Pro Conceal HD concealers. I always use them mixed together. So now that that's all blended out, I'm going to set it with this Fenty Beauty loose powder. I'm using the shade Honey. So for foundation, I'm trying a new foundation, new for me. It's the Anastasia Beverly Hills Luminous Foundation. I got two shades. I got 470C and 450C. This is 470C, this is 450C. Pretty sure this is the one that's closer to my skin tone, so this is the one I'm going to use. It is a luminous foundation. I have oily skin, so for the longest I would stay away from luminous foundations. As I learned to like use certain products to make them work for me, started getting more into more luminous foundations. Yeah, the other one would have been too light. And I'm placing the foundation over everything that we color corrected, because that's the main places that I want the foundation to go. And then I'm gonna blend it, and that'll help it spread everywhere else. I'm gonna put a little bit on my forehead since I haven't put any concealer up there. So to blend it out, I'm gonna use this brush by e.l.f. I just like it because it's a dome type of brush. Okay, so this is with 2 layers of the foundation. I like the coverage, I like the glow that it gives. So now I'm going to move on to concealer, and I'm actually going to contour first. I like to do it this way because when I blend out my contour, if it gets out of hand, I can fix it with how I highlight. And for contouring, I like to use my Kylie Cosmetics concealer. This is the shade Mocha. So I'm just going to put a little swipe there, a little dot there. I just like how bronze this shade makes me look, and I like to do the contouring before I do the highlighting. It gives me more room to be messy and fix any problems that I may run into with the highlighting concealer. So I just blend it down. And now I'm going to go in with my highlighting concealers, Tan Sand and Tan Deep Honey from Tarte. Starting with Tan Deep Honey. Okay, so now everything is all blended out and it looks really good. Before I go in with the loose powder, I'm going to start with the pressed powder. The reason I do this is because when I go straight in with the loose powder, it clings to any dry patches that I might have on my skin under my eye. And the loose powder I'm taking is my Beauty Bakerie flour powder, and I'm using the yellow shade. And I actually take it on a dry beauty sponge instead of a wet one. I know everybody's always like, use a damp sponge for this step, but for me, using a dry sponge just works better. And I like to bring it all the way up to my nose. So while that's setting everything else, I'm going to take my bronzer and I'm using Tawny Mami by Kylie Cosmetics. And I'm just going to put that everywhere that I put that darker concealer to contour. And now I'm just going to dust all this excess powder off of my face. So I go back and forth about whether or not I like to use blush or a highlighter, but something that I do like to use is my Fenty Beauty Killawatt. You can see it's just this pretty orange and then this really pretty purple. Now I'm using Mimosa Sunrise. To highlight my nose, I'm going to use Queen Drip by Kylie Cosmetics, and I'm just going to drag it down the center of my nose. And to help everything on my face just melt together even more, I'm going to take a setting spray. I'm taking my Morphe Continuous Setting Mist, and I'm just going to spray my face. And this is the finished face. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you picked up on some of the tips that I gave you, that they were helpful. Once again, any product that I didn't mention in the video will be in the description box, so make sure you check there. And until next time, I will see you later.
He is taking me to Vegas for the weekend.
Oh no, that's right. Why would I get thirsty after I put lip gloss on? That's good. Ponytail.